Right, hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where we are back today. We're going around the news with Celtic, and we're going to go around all the stories that have sort of been coming out the last couple of days. It's been the news front has been a bit slow, but you know, when you're midweek, just after a game, it sort of always is. Before we go any further though, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to help support the channel grow, and I would be forever appreciative of you guys if you did that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, well, here we are, and all I've got to say is that there are reports and rumours going around about the Green Brigade moving getting moved by Michael Nicholson from the standing section, and a large majority being fined as well by the club. There's no actual definite reports coming out about that right now, but it's all rumours at the moment, so I'm not going to make a comment on that until it's further, being reported or being confirmed. If it is, I'll talk about it tomorrow, but as of now, I'm just going to mention it, and I'm not going to make any comment on it until there's proper details. But moving on, Ange has hinted at the possibility of the return of two key figures in this Celtic team, Kyogo Furuhashi and David Turnbull. Now, obviously, in true Ange Postecoglou fashion, he is keeping his cards close to his chest. He is not putting a time frame on it specifically. Like, he's not saying he will be back this weekend or he'll be back not this game but the next. And he is keeping the names close to his chest. However, the exact quote goes, "It's pleasing we are getting some back," and he means players, and hopefully we will get a couple more back in the next 2-3 weeks. And right now on the Celtic injured list, there are only three names: Kyogo, David Turnbull and Johnny Kenny. Now, I'm moving Yusuke Ideguchi off that list and Karamoku because they're both already back in training with the team, doing everything. So it leaves the three I mentioned. And he said a couple weeks, which generally mean 2 or 3 weeks. So obviously, it's not this week, it's not this next game. It will be 2 to 3 weeks. And he said a couple of players. So it generally means 2 or 3 a couple, and there are only 3 players on that list. So obviously, I don't expect them back. So like I said, don't expect them back this weekend. That's just unrealistic, and it should not be something you think of. Expect them back in 2 or 3 weeks. And on their return, the question is, do they walk back into the Celtic team that is firing on all fronts right now? And it's different for both of the players. Kyogo, 100%. He picks himself. Without a doubt, the levels he has been at this season are absolutely incredible, and if you have a fit Kyogo available, you are a lunatic if you don't play him. And if you don't play him striker, you're even more of a lunatic because he 100% has to be there. Regardless of Giacomarcus really finding some form and even Dyson Maeda through the middle, it has to be Kyogo. There are no questions about that. Then as for David Turnbull, honestly, it is a no from me, and it sounds negative, but I think the majority of you will understand and agree with me here. Rio Hatate is probably the most in-form Celtic player right now. He's probably just above Abada, but they're very, very close. But I'd put him top. And you have to start or fit Rio Hatate, without a doubt. When we have him available, it'd be ludicrous not to pick him, just like with Kyogo, which leaves the only other 2 midfield spots. First is Cam, which would be more suited to David Turnbull, if not the centre mid spot. And right now, we kind of have Tom Rogic locked in that spot, and then we have Matt O'Reilly, the understudy, as a backup. And the final position is CDM, and obviously that is Captain Cam's when he's fit and available, and if not Captain Cam, it will probably be Yusuke Ideguchi or Nir Baton. And don't get me wrong, I really like David Turnbull as a player. I don't understand a lot of the criticism, yet I think he's quite classy, especially for being very, very young. But he's going to have to try and force his way back in this team through his performances rather than just being able to stroll back in. It's a similar situation to Chris Julian. We know he has talent, we know he has proven talent, but right now there are just better options who are fit and available and have been playing for an extended period of time. But, if he doesn't, I still believe he's a great player, and I think he's an incredible player to have for rotation. I think having David Turnbull there available as a backup is crucial, will be crucial to the rest of the season. He's a lot better in my eyes than Ismail Soro or James McCarthy, and he's a lot stronger option. Look, and I briefly mentioned him earlier, but Yusuke Ideguchi is back in training after that horror tackle in the Alloa Athletic match, and Ange has directly said, this is something he's actually directly said, surprise, surprise, that he won't be available against Aberdeen midweek, but he will be back in the team for Wraith Rovers on the weekend. That is the Scottish Cup 4th round match. And yeah, it's great to see him doing well again. No breakages in his ankle, but certainly an injury that should not have happened in the first place. And onto the second half of the video we go, and Celtic have had their UEFA Europa Conference League squad announced, and the squad is just for the tie against Bodo Glimt. And we'll have the chance to make amendments prior to the next tie in the situation that we do progress through. If my memory serves me correctly, if I'm wrong, please forgive me. It's been a long day. Now, from the group to this first tie, Celtic had the group stages to this tie. Celtic had the opportunity to make 3 changes to the squad on the condition that 3 players are removed. So the players we've brought into the squad are 3 of our 5 January signings. We have got Dyson Maeda, Rio Tate, and Matt O'Reilly all entering the squad. So in that case, the 3 players dropping out are Ismaila Soro, who is still at the club, and then the 2 Sheffield Wednesday boys who got loaned out, Liam Shaw and Osaze Yurigide. They are no longer in the squad. Now, if you go look up the list, you will see there are quite a few names not on there, like Stephen Welsh. Don't fear, he is merely on the B team list, the B tier list, which still means he's eligible to play, but that list is specifically for young players born after 1998, I believe it is. And you also may wonder why we didn't drop Adam Montgomery from the squad instead of Ismaila Soro, who's still at the club. He was actually on the B tier list as well, Montgomery, so we weren't able to do that. Now, apart from that, like I said earlier, it's been a quite slow couple of news days. Funny story, however, not sure how many of you guys have Instagram and TikTok. If you do, you will have seen it already, but if you don't, you might not have seen that. Celtic made a TikTok a couple days back on Josip Juranovic, just making him seem so incredible, even more incredible than he already is. And the overlay sound was Fireball by Pitbull, a very popular song, very famous song by a very famous artist. Now, the song, it was made a couple days, the TikTok was made a couple days ago, and this morning, funny enough, Pitbull actually posted that TikTok on his Instagram page to all of his 9 million followers. I just find it quite hilarious that that's happened. You know, obviously Pitbull recognizes the quality of Josip Juranovic and wanted to showcase that. But still, I think it's quite funny. I think it's just a cool little story I should have told you guys about. But yeah, no, I was also in the news, which is, you know, funny. I was in the Scottish Sun a couple days ago. I'd be buzzing for a day, but I can't lie, and yeah, no, not much today. Quite a short video, but hopefully short and sweet for you guys. So, but that is all from me. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will be back tomorrow with a preview for the Aberdeen match, I believe, because it is Thursday morning over here when it will be played, so tomorrow's Wednesday night. Australia time zones, we love it down here. But, regardless, until next time, hail, hail.